For the Select Asia Opportunity Fund, we are currently very highly invested, and amongst the countries that we like, that we are positive on for the fund, is China, where we believe that valuations are attractive, and there are specific themes within China that we believe could perform. And amongst these themes would include the insurance companies, because China interest rates are on an inflection point where they're rising, and insurance companies tend to benefit from a rising interest rate scenario. Another sector that we like in China would be the environmental theme, where the Chinese government's emphasis on cleaning up the environment would continue for the foreseeable future. Banks as well would be a sector that we like in China, purely because the Chinese government again is committed to restructuring the high debt scenario in China. The second country that we are overweight in for the fund is Indonesia, where we have about 14% exposure to the Indonesian market. And for Indonesia, we like it because we are positive on the reforms that have been instituted by the president. We believe that he's established his political support base, and some of the infrastructure and consumption themes, companies that are involved in those two sectors would do well in the coming year. As far as investment opportunities is concerned, aside from China and Indonesia, as far as country selection is concerned, the other theme that we like across the region would be consumption, because we believe that for some of the countries in this region, domestic consumption would continue to improve, largely because of the improvement in commodities prices, which would lead to higher incomes for consumers in these markets. The other theme that we like, and which we have expressed in the fund, would be infrastructure. A lot of governments in this region, by virtue of the fact that they want to pump prime the economy, they have embarked on fiscal spending, and a lot of that money is being invested in the infrastructure space to boost the economy. And we believe it is unique from other peers on the back of two main reasons. The first reason is because this fund is managed from a bottom-up and thematic perspective. We are not benchmark huggers. We invest into stocks or sectors or countries largely on the back of the identifiable catalyst for each of these stocks or ideas. And the second unique differentiator for this fund is that although we are invested largely in the Asian region, including ASEAN and the North Asian markets, where appropriate, and this is unlike a lot of the other funds out there, where appropriate and where we think it makes sense, we will hedge our currency risk for the fund. How can this fund assist investors to achieve their investment objectives? We believe this fund should be a staple for our investors in their portfolio of funds that they have with us, because number one, this fund is a growth fund and it will help investors achieve their capital appreciation objectives. Number two, investing in this fund would allow the investors to gain access into a broadly diversified Asian fund, where we have invested in what we believe to be the best of breed of Asian companies, excluding Malaysia.